that aside from your entertainment background, you grew up this huge foodie, incredible Italian recipes that you've shared with us here on QVC, and brand new today, not a lot that can ship out now or December 5th, we have 3 pounds of his famous limoncello cake. It is in 53096. We're really going to the coast of Capri for the inspiration on this one.
That's how I found it. I've been all over this world, and I've never had a limoncello cake until I went to Capri with my family and my friends.
Yes.
And we had a wonderful dinner, and then they took me outside of the restaurant into another area, which was called the Temptation Room. And we went there, they had all these different kinds of desserts. So they said, you got to try this limoncello cake. I said, wait a minute. I've never had a limoncello cake. But when I tasted this, and I said to my family, do we have this recipe?
Yeah.
I brought it back with my team here, and we introduced this a couple of times, and the response has been sensational. We've upped the amount of
Finally.
Yeah.
I mean, because last year this came in a 2-pound tray for a very similar price tag. But when you take a look at this now, we've got 3 pounds of this limoncello cake, more than 200 now already spoken for. Not a lot of these to go around, which means I should get to eating.
Okay, try it.
Okay.
Now let me ask you.
We were friends before,
Yeah.
but now we're best friends.
Okay, great.
That limoncello, I had the opportunity to try limoncello for the first time in your hometown in Sicily. And the idea around limoncello is it's a little sweet, but it's a little tart. But the bottom line is it keeps you coming back for more.
Absolutely.
This is
Very
light
satisfying.
enough with the same
texture.
texture.
Let me explain what you just tasted there.
Yes.
So everybody could see this here. As you're slicing into it, it is not only the top. Let's go from the top. The top that's from Belgium, white chocolate curls. Then you've got the mascarpone cheese that's imported from Italy.
Oh my God.
That is absolutely delicious. And then the lady fingers that are soaked in limoncello, which gives it the limoncello taste without the alcohol, cooked out. And then if you go down each slice and you taste that, it is absolutely a very special limoncello cake.
Oh, it's more than special.
Yeah,
I mean, this is going to the coast of Italy, to Capri. This is going back to Frankie's roots, his heritage. And when you take a look at this 3-pound tray, how many portions did you guys slice out for us?
Now look at the size of these pieces here. These are pretty good size slices of the cake. There's 16 there.
Wow.
Yeah. And look at the different ways that you can. Here's 9 slices here that are big.
That's
proportion.
my portion size.
Okay. That's just it depends on what you want. You know, my family. We have this cake every Sunday when I cook my pasta and meatballs and that stuff. This is one of their favorites, one of my favorites. Of course, all my cakes are one of my favorites, I must say.
Well, it's so true. And I'm gunning for a triple berry cake, which you can check out on QVC.com.
Yep.
But you know what I find so interesting about you, Frankie, is I've known you for a year now, and the idea of this Italian heritage, that you're reinventing it in ways that are attainable for all of us. I mean, here's the thing. I wouldn't even know where to tell you to get a bottle of limoncello. And the only reason I say that is because I've only had it when somebody made it in Italy.
Okay.
But now you have that refreshing cake every time for the holidays.
Again, Courtney, I don't know where to find a limoncello cake. I really don't, except right here. And again, I must reiterate the fact that this, with the Belgian curled white chocolate on top, and I'm slicing into it now, and the lady fingers that are soaked, I mean, just beautifully here. Look at this cake.
And they're spongy.
Oh, I know.
You know?
Moist.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's delicate with that incredible limoncello and then that white chocolate. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's just layers upon layers.
Look at the mascarpone cheese.
Mascarpone.
Now, here's something very special, that this is imported from Italy because the cows are fed with special herbs, grasses, and flowers. And when they make the mascarpone cheese, it comes to the top. This is the very top. It's like when I was a kid, we had bottled milk. You know, we'd buy a bottle of milk, you know. The top was the cream.
Yes.
Well, this is the mascarpone cheese here.
Well,
so you've got all of these wonderful ingredients and a taste. You know, the special holidays come. All our holidays are special, but Thanksgiving and Christmas is family and friends.
So true.
And if you're going to a party, I'll bet you no one would
No
have
one.
this limoncello cake.
Not even
So if you're going to bring a
close.
hostess gift or whatever, but if you're going to have it for your family and friends,
Yeah.
this is a winner.
Well, let me tell you, you're getting 3 pounds of this limoncello cake. Maybe you bought it last year and it was 2 pounds and you're like, we needed a little more. Basically, we gave you another pound for around the same price of what you were used to purchasing for 2. But here's the deal. We can ship it to you now, or we can ship it to you December 5th. December 5th is incredibly popular. 300 remaining in that December 5th ship date, and then it is gone forever. These cakes are a labor of love, much like the Italian love stories that we hear with ingredients. This is unusual. This is something that you've never seen before, and on the culinary scale, never really tasted. It's so exciting.
I know. Listen, I have a passion for food. I mean, I love food. I love to cook. Got a cookbook, all that stuff, recipes. This is something that I brought from Italy, so everybody here could taste a limoncello cake.
You know, and I think about what it must be like for you growing up in an Italian family, having that moment of limoncello around the table, because that was my favorite thing about visiting, is that dinner wasn't over because you stopped eating. It was time to break out the limoncello, tell some stories, have some great
Absolutely.
laughs, and get to know each other.
And this will do it for you.
Absolutely.
I mean, with your family and with your friends, if you get a chance and you do have an idea of maybe, let me just try it or not, it is wonderful. It is very special. It is unique. And I recommend it. I think it's just wonderful.
Well, we are starting to get very limited in what we have remaining. So this is brand new today. This is something that we are only fortunate enough to get Frankie here a few times a year with his crazy schedule. And, you know, aside from his good looks and charms and incredible entertaining ability, he's just like me and you. The guy's got to eat, and you've got a pretty big family.
Oh,
to
yeah.
feed.
My 8 children, my 10 grandkids. And
Yes.
of course, so there's 24 of us when we have dinners and so forth.
24
So I need a couple,
of
3
us.
of these, believe me, you know, because it goes pretty quick and people really enjoy it.
Well,
My
let
family.
me give you an update. So you can ship it out now, or you can ship it December 5th. But the December 5th ship date is much more limited. We only have fewer than 150 to go around. And if you want it to ship immediately because you're like, holy heck, we only have 300 to go around, and that's going to be it. We've been very busy taking orders for this. And you know what's interesting, Frankie, is you're able to maintain this texture when this cake ships to the door frozen.
Absolutely. What's so good about it is that when it comes to your home, you know, it's frozen. You put it into your freezer, and if it's a holiday, if it's a party, if there's 2 people, you can just take it out. You can slice what you want, put it back in the freezer again, and it holds. It'll hold for 1 solid year. Look at the lady fingers. I mean that, and the chocolate, the white chocolate, that's Belgium.
The white chocolate.
They make that's the only thing that's not from Italy. The rest of it is all from Italy here.
And you know what? What I'm so impressed by with the mascarpone cheese and the ladyfingers is it's not soggy. It's a beautiful, buoyant dessert that every time I feel like my fork just springs back for another bite. And isn't that what dessert should
You
be?
just don't want it to end.
No.
You know, you want to just keep eating it slowly, you know. And of course, the lady fingers that are soaked in the limoncello. So you get the flavor of limoncello, the liqueur.
And
but
that's
there's
an
no
Italian-
alcohol because it's cooked out.
And that's an Italian delicacy that people kind of, through the genetics of their family, have mastered.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, if you go to Capri, you've been to Capri?
I haven't, but I want
Well,
to.
you know, every step that you take, you will see, I make the best limoncello. I make the best limoncello. Well, we've got the best limoncello right here.
I don't doubt that
in
you
this
went to
country,
Capri
yeah.
to find it. Well, and normally you see this in a 2-pound tray. We've got 3
Yeah,
pounds
upped it,
now,
upped it.
which is I like
And a
your
pretty-
style.
I think a better price. Though.
Me too.
Yeah.
$63.40. So we brought in 1,600. We have fewer than 200 remaining. If you want, December 5th sold out, so we can only ship it out immediately. But the good news is, if you needed to save it for Christmas or maybe Hanukkah, you
Yeah.
can still put it in the freezer for how long?
Absolutely. It'll stay there for a year if you want. So whether it be for the holidays or whether it be just for a husband and wife, whether it be for a small family, you just keep it in the freezer. You take out what you want, slice what you want. It goes back into the freezer again, and it's always fresh. Take it out of the
Always
freezer.
fresh.
Yeah.
Now, if we're serving this with one of your famous Sunday night dinners, what are we having for dinner if we've got this for dessert?
What are we having for dinner?
Yeah, what are you serving with this?
Well, you can serve anything. I mean, I love pasta. You know, I'm a spaghetti meatball guy.
I love a good carb. Well, here's the deal. We can only ship out fewer than 100 right now, and that's it until next year. So I encourage you to get to QVC.com. Go on QVC's app to place your order, brand new today, on a sale price, and of course it ships to your door or anyone's door as a hostess gift for free. It's M53096. Thank you so
Wendy,
much.
thank you.
It's always good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Take care. Hey, good luck on your show tonight. Hope you knock it out of the park. All right, now, oh, really quickly, do you love the idea of lobster? Well, how many of you are intimidated to cook it, right? Well, I had an award-winning chef tell me, really, if you're in Maine, outside of Maine, there's only one way to cook lobster, and she's got a patented way from Absolutely Lobster that's gonna give you that holiday decadence, but that yummy, fresh from the dock seafood experience. We've got 12 6-ounce lobster tails coming home for 5 easy payments of less than $40. Hey, Frankie Avalon, congratulations. You sold out one of your famous limoncello cakes, which means we will have to wait until next year to see something like that again. All right, Greg Shockley,
Hi, how are
good
you doing?
to
Good
see
to see
you.
you too. Hi, everyone.
Of course, Greg Shockley, he's a chef in his own right, which I like because he brings us Kansas City steaks, and
Yeah.
it means that